If you produce beats for more than few months and you already have hundreds of FLV projects in your files, you 100% could start working with rappers today. At this point, it's not about making your beats, it's about making people know your beats. I'm Mordalski and I will help you make your first case selling beats. For most of us, the final goal is selling our beats. But to sell your beats, you need to make rappers use your beats. To make rappers use your beats, you need to make rappers like your beats. But to make rappers like your beats, they need to find them at first. So what we really need to do is not focusing specifically where I need to sell, I need to work with rappers. We need to make rappers find and like your beats. Which generally means that you need to start showing these beats to rappers, because no rapper will start DMing some random producer with no placements, no views, no money. Hey bro, give me beats, I need beats. Like, if you don't have any brand, don't expect rappers come to your DMs. This will not happen. So what you need to do, you need to show them your beats. And what is interesting, there are only really two ways to show your beats to rappers. And by the way, there will be a lot of people who will tell you that if you're still at the beginning of a producing journey, to start working with rappers, you need to achieve some industry crazy standards. You need to have some amazing sound selection, amazing mixing. So you need a lot of plugins, a lot of drum kits, some ridiculous VSTs, a lot of compressors, I don't know, some 20 synthesizers, which is not true. Those people want to sell you drums, want to sell you VSTs, want to sell you loops. You don't need it, man. You probably already have some beats ready to sell. So let's focus really on selling your beats. Let's don't focus on this useless bullshit, okay? Because I started making money while I still was using this Akai LPK 25, okay? I had no other gear, I had no plugins, I had no any, crazy loops, any crazy drum kits. Still, to this day, I made thousands of dollars. I've never bought any drum kit and I haven't cracked it or anything. This is not necessary, man. Okay, so there are only really two options to show your beats to rappers. The first option is cold outreach, which is just sending out DMs and emails to rappers you don't know. And the second option is making content. Okay, I'm writing this down right now. Okay, and I would like to make it clear, I would like to repeat myself. There is no other way around this. You will not find any magical third way. You need to do cold outreach or you can do content. And you will tell me, yeah, I will market my things through sending loops to producers. Yes, I will do cold outreach. Then you will tell me, okay, but I will make some crazy remixes and people know, so you make content right now. So yeah, we're making cold outreach in this way or another, or we make content this way or another. If you want to go with paid ads, just, I don't know, I would really show me good rapper, good well-paying rapper who just started buying beats through finding ads in the newspaper with your new beats, okay? So if you can do this, I will really make video about you, bro, because it would be really amazing. So yeah, but let's stay on the earth. We can do cold outreach, we can do content. My point in this video will be talking you out of cold outreach and taking you to content, by the way. But why is that? So what is the best advantage of cold outreach? That you can do it right now, okay? You can send 200 DMs today. You don't need to build any skills for that. You don't need to build anything for that. You can start right now and your conversion rate will be shit, but generally if you send out 500 DMs to proper rappers, one of them could buy something from you one day. And generally, to show your beats to rappers with making content, I could try to sell you some crazy viral content producer course, but you will not reach 200 actual rappers today with your content. You can reach 200 actual rappers with your cold outreach today. So yeah, that's advantage. But in the long term, what generally is the problem with that? You send 200 DMs today, tomorrow, and day after day. You can do only 200 day after day. When you do content, your first day is, for example, one rapper, literally. Then you got 5 rappers. Few weeks, 200 rappers. And then things start getting interesting, because then you can hit viral. You can get 10,000 rappers. And in few years from now, you can hit like 1 mil plus, okay? So in first weeks, maybe even in first months, cold outreach generally could be more effective for showing your beats to rappers, but content in the long term will work better. For example, I was posting my Thai beats, for example, like, you know, I was posting my beats to YouTube Thai beat channel for like a year straight, and I was getting like daily views definitely below like, you know, 50 views. I was getting like 10 views a day. So yeah, with cold outreach, I would be better. But after this year, after like, you know, months of posting, months and months of posting, I hit like 20k views, 10k views, 15k views, okay? And generally now this whole channel generated me like 400,000 views with I deleted some of videos, but yeah, it would be 400,000 of views, and generally all my channel is like 500,000 of views. So let's call it like that I got to 200,000 rappers this way, 200 potential customers, let's say. So yeah, to do this with cold outreach, I would need to send out cold DMs in like every day for 3 years. I would need to send cold DMs for 3 years every day. And now I'm getting hundreds of rappers listening to my beats every day, not even posting anything. At this point, I can just sit here and I'm getting views, I'm getting rappers watching my beats, like listening to my beats even while I'm sitting here. So yeah, that's crazy advantage of content. So if you really want to show your beats to a lot of people, the content is your best tool for that, okay? So yeah, this video is not about creating your content for your social media. I don't want to focus on this. I just want to give you solid foundation for things that you will do with your content, because I will make a video about it anyway, but generally, like, how can you market your beats? You need to just show your beats. You will use YouTube Thai beats, you will go on Instagram, on TikTok, you will show your stuff, but I want to give you solid foundation what you actually want to do with your content, because at first we want to show our beats to rappers, but let's bear that in mind that our final goal is selling those beats. So let's don't try to sell our time for views, because views will not pay us. Even on YouTube, views will not pay us much. Okay, selling beats will pay us more. So just bear in mind that when we create content, our final step for this whole process is taking those rappers listening to our beats to our PayPal, okay, to our BeatStars, to send out money to just buy from our BeatStar, okay? This is our funneling, okay? And you just need to remember it every time you post content, and your content is not meant to take your people to like fucking, I don't know, to dance. You don't want people to dance with your music, probably. You don't like, don't want to post content to just become fucking YouTuber. Okay, you don't want to become fucking YouTuber with your content. No, you want to take your rappers from your content to DMs or to BeatStars, perfectly in DMs finally, and then you want to get sales. So remember, your content, no matter what you're doing, it has to be linked to your DMs, to your BeatStore. And don't try to just make because that's the most important for guys who will now go on Instagram and try to make some producer memes, some relatable stuff for producers, which will not make them money. There are people, I will show you that, who make memes. They get like million views on Reels, then they post their beats on the same account, they get 50 views, maybe a few hundred views, and their conversion ratio doesn't exist, because then you go to your BeatStars, they have no views on BeatStars. Bro, million of views on Reels, and they get nothing. So remember, your content is meant to attract proper rappers with money. So you don't want to attract 13-year-olds from SoundCloud who will just freestyle, because it will not give us anything. You want to attract rappers with money. You want to give them call to action in your content. So it's in the description, it's in the video, it's in the comments. You're making this as clear as possible that you're selling beats, but you're not shouting buy my beats, you need to buy my beats. No, at first just tell them, okay, here is my beat, you can download it for free on BeatStars. Here is my beat, if you like it, let me know on DMs. And once you take them to DMs, once you take them to BeatStars, sooner or later some percent of those guys will buy, okay? So yeah, you will attract like 100 rappers at first. Then like 100 rappers will go to your content and give it like on YouTube, let's say. Then like this is generally this number is straight from my ass, but let's say that 10 of them will go to BeatStars or will go to DMs. Generally, this is not true. Less of them will go to BeatStars or to DMs, probably. And then just 2 of these guys will buy. And that's our point. But what we need to guide these guys to buy. If we will tell those people that we are just funny guy making meme on Instagram, our beats will not take us anywhere, okay? So remember what is our point in this whole thing. So yeah, the whole point of video is explaining to you how you start working with rappers. You will start working with a lot of rappers through content. That's the best way possible. You just need to make sure that in your content you make it clear, bro, I want to work with you, I want to make music with you, I'm a producer for real, let's go to my DMs, go to my BeatStars, let's start working, okay? This is literally all you need to do. I will not guide you now through making like content for specific platforms, because if you're total beginner with that, maybe you should experiment. But there is also another way around it, because if you really want to get into your content, you want to start working with rappers, you want to start making sales, I can guide you through this whole process of creating content, creating this funnel, getting sales, working with rappers. I will literally guide you. I will grab you by a hand and tell you, hey, do this, do this, do this. Like in this video, I will explain everything step by step. I will like connect you on the call. I will just tell you everything you need to do, what content you should choose, how should you make it, how often should you make it, what tools are necessary. So yeah, just go to my Instagram, give me a follow and send me a DM call. We will go on a quick call and I will explain you how you should start with making content and other stuff like that. So yeah, you can also subscribe me here on YouTube. That's all for today. Bye.